wine. Prepare to witness wonders at the annual ship.
Greetings. Managed to find...
Wonderful.
What do you have on offer?
I don't know.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path. Prepare to witness wonders at the annual chivalry tourney.
Dáme si nějaký počáček.
Patron this year, Lady Vivienne de Tabry.
To be born in
Valiant knights from all
best
corners of the
behave.
world will vie for the title of tournament champion.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed?
That's the
Why, we
butcher.
wrote an entire day to see it. You're a
Ah!
cheat, sir.
And we paid good coin for the tickets. Give it back.
Your tickets remain valid. You must
Nice tune.
every last one.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners?
Silvestr jak píča. Jak píča. Kam jdem? Jdem někam oslavit Silvestra.
Whoa!
Je,
Behave
co tě? Co to je?
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me. It's no disaster, not like a...
Radši bych sklenku vína jako palec do šulína.
Really, but I mean really bad.
To běžte do píče. Tohle.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungry.
Radši sklenku vína než kopanec do šulína.
Blimey.
Radši bych sklenku vína jako palec do šulína. Kde je ta šulína? Tady. Hop.
Witches, I have a matter of
Hopla.
prime urgency and import.
Už
I
jsem
must
tady.
speak to you.
Ty vole, co tady je všechno všude. Včelař. Vlčař. Včelař.
Oh,
Co pro mě máš?
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Už to bouchá všude.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
Po píči.
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg
No
you.
povídej.
I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others, though the fairest maid at court she keeps
Vivian.
men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented, At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time.
What the fuck?
I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
No.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess, horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
Let's go. No bih si lečo.
Hardly a regular job,
Počkajte,
this.
sam ne
I am
htio.
no magnet to command.
Fuck. Ne chcу nic. Tu prdele.
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Ještě jednou. Ještě jednou.
Oh my!
Hej, co tu chceš?
Excuse me. My warmest greetings. Excuse me.
No jo.
I'm
Určitě
my own
sklenka
master
vína
with a
je
bottle in front of me. It's no disaster, not like a frontal lobotomy.
Lepší sklenka
I'm
vína
my
je.
own master with a bottle in front
Vína
of
ze
me.
škopanec do
It's no
šulína.
disaster, not like a
Či bych měl
frontal
sklenku vína
lobotomy.
ze škopanec do šulína. To je v piči tohle.
Which it? I've a matter
Ja,
of
ja.
prime urgency and
Inte jedno.
I must speak to you.
To dáme. Nechci za to
Your
nic.
wound.
It's he that could
I make
I fear
what make
you must Vivian
trickery.
in war. She could then I tempt I noted.
Notice any? What about?
They say
Nothing. Sound you heard?
had I thought it possible that
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
she's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting. Her father, a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian, yet we are in luck, for she has been named.
Got a problem then? See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Pěkný.
This tourney.
It is the year's grandest and a demanding test of knightly yet
Yeah, I get it. Anything. Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. We must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride, and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Marksmanship. Feel a need to do some shooting.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
Ready or not, here I come.
Ať se zastřelíme
Hit the
trochu.
red targets. Once more.
Gladly give it a...
Wrong target. 1 point for your opponent.
No jo. Sorry.
Once more.
Done enough.
Where to now? If you wish to know more...
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea.
Jdeme.
Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not
Děláme
ride
z
against
Geralta
any
rytíře.
opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Kvěr? Jo, tak počkej.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame. During the race proper, judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now...
To je těžké k piče. Tak, to bylo nějak? Asi jo, že? Střílet. Jeď.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
Ať si to dáme ještě jednou.
Again. Practice makes perfect, even
Já,
for
jak
witches.
říkáš zaklinači.
Hey-ya.
Aha. Získávám čas navíc, to je ústý. No, tak to nevyšlo, no. Vlastně jo. No. Těžko říct. Ještě jedno. Vedle jak tohle. Nic ne. Ale tady.
Will you give it another go? I can set up...
Mám dost.
Had enough.
Where to now?
Cvičný souboj.
Be nice to swing.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight.
Kam jdeš, šulíne?
True skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your
Jiného
place
tě
of
kopnu,
authority.
šulína.
I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Don't you step on me.
Pojď, blonďáku, jdeme. Blonďáku. Blonďák, vole. Kam jdeš, blonďák? Blonďáku. Říkej, blonďáku.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
OK. Juhu!
You wish to spar? Why not?
Oh, tak ty seš smrad. Oh, rychlej smrad.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Tak jako. Dáme ještě boj.
Could probably use
Proč
some
ne?
more practice. Usually fight monsters, not knights.
Tak ne, no.
Greetings, Geralt.
You wish to spar? Why not?
Pojď.
Mistake.
Jedna rána, spíš jak vrána.
Do you wish to practice fighting among...
Think I've seen it.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and...
Fajn. Fajn. Da-da-da.
Lebioda wept. I wish you
I'm
know.
my own
Lebioda
master
wept.
with a bottle in front of me. It's no disaster, not like a frontal bottle.
Eat, drink.
All is in order.
Byla nějaká povědomá.
The gods have sent the beast as punishment for our sins. We
Jarej.
to suffer
Sorry.
our ancient traditions.
Baseless reigns where virtue once ruled!
Witcher, his bare noodle at the merchant's.
You don't say.
No vada.
Eat, drink, and loosen your boots. For you are in too small. There is a time when you simply drive off that sort of rabble in a snap.
Co to je? Hm? Piča, vole. Zde strašujou, vole.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of two crests. Which do you prefer?
Který?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahira and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river. Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
Tyže co?
The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swear...
Gonna come right out with...
The winner of each contest... Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a... Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion.
Okay.
Her illustrious...
Guillaume told me a bit...
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are a horse race. Finally, as each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside.
Okay.
Convenient. Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Булавками треба.
I solemnly vow on the Heron that in competing, I'll respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have
Shiny.
also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Right, Edrica clans, Doc's nipple. The archer.
Yahoo!
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight-errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the 22?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago, a nervous wreck, stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less, as if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt, I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you.
Fine.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
The Duchessa summoned, and you came.
Tak jo, zkusíme tohle. Tak jo. Come on. Tohle ne. Snowballu si necháme. Může být. Buzera. Shit. Si porazit ty pekne. Ty piče. O, neroblí karty. Buzeran. Chcípak. Ukaž, co máš. Ha! Ty vole, jak to je halus, nad haluze. Okay.
I congratulate you. We shall swap as agreed. We've passed the time rather nicely.
Lady Vivian should appear forthwith.
Good luck.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may... You have sworn your vows. You have ready body and soul. The time has come to test them.
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mächtigen royal line. Against him new blood. Seraphix of Forehorn, give us a bow! The target he must with his quarrels May the better man... Brave Seraphix has hit over 1/2 of his marks. Will he manage to prevail? Are these glories first sparks? Seraphix jumps ahead.
Nie był tak ciężki.
Seraphix has won. His boat struck the goal. Yet even this cannot soothe the ache in his soul.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady. Would you tell me about the...
Alas, I cannot...
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Yeah, let's go.
Pojďme.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Obrzety z sobą jedno.
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big.
Oh, fair Vivian.
Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so. Ruxate has been fond of birds. Used to make compresses. Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme.
Someone approaches. Quickly!
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seek you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here.
Nic se neposer.
Why were you in there? The flower of chivalry.
Zawody.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous. Gaze at the
ja, det er jo tanken.
Reinfarn of Atra. Hom ac a spark of Meicht. Godmir of Troy. Guy de Boisfren in service to the Duchess. Delwyn of Craigiau. Dondau, and say of Lyria and Rivia a prince. Prefix of Forhorn. For Gregoire of Mount Gorgon, let out a... Das ignorance.
Graphics of Forhorn. Is that what you call yourself? This day I bear marks where I met your steer. But don't you remember? I am Tai of Dorntal, and I swear to you, before the journey's end...
Done.
No.
Step aside. You're in my...
The tourney's protect...
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune. And devote all your...
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen...
Again.
He's up! With a thunderous roar, who pounds the ground? No legion of drummers could make such a sound!
Potyczku, no. Kurwa! Zasek. Pojďme tady, no. Co to tak? Když tam byl pan, teď nic. Vedla? Taky dobrý. Vedla.
So close! Will he last? Endure and keep pace!
censurare.
A race of such style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed. To honor our entrance, praise each fair night, we shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and fruits shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize. A saddle adorned with your crest.
Many thanks.
By the way, my maid saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Would you know who it might have been?
No idea.
How juvenile.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. Ah, I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost.
We must drink to this. Come with me to the feast.
Lead the way.
So, any thoughts on Viv?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to found some...
A Bruxa? You mean...
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivian arrives. Let us drink. To Vivian, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivian.
Ah, when I first laid eyes on her, I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivian as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either. Dropped something.
I demand satisfaction. You've insulted me twicely.
And twicely ought to be enough.
You refuse to duel? Then I shall show you how I treat cowards!
Let's end this.
Might want to give some serious thought to whether you want to face me for a fourth.
I shall kill you, freak!
You got your chance, sir. You failed to seize it, and now you must leave.
We shall meet again, mutant.
Muted.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each, and the best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
No počkej. Doma.
That grey domed scoundrel, ever seeking Lady Vivian.
Gäste. Hey, Spino.
Was sure I'd find her here. Flew off. Worth going after. Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Yeah. Kam letíš, ptáku? Ptáku! Kam letíš? Kde seš? Tady seš. Už jdu, ptáku. Ale... Oh.
Bird flew off over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
Not your lucky day.
Já jsem si chtěl tohle, kurva. Ještě asi ne, že? Fuck.
Witcher.
Lady Vivian? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa?
A what?
Suspicion I had, that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Here you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot. With no witnesses.
Want what done?
Why, you are a witcher. You were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone?
I will be discreet. I swear this on the Heron.
You mock me.
No, it's just... You want reassurances. Too many. If you want my help, you've got to trust me. Won't peep a word to anyone. Unless I decide someone needs to be let in on your secret.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish." But a creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs. It demanded payment. And when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed...
Parents ever describe...
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young, too distraught by...
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially, but now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought... In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would...
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my
The curse. It could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case, yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
What? Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Pretty quick to reject help. Why is that? The curse once transferred would probably have a weaker hold on the new host. Lots weaker.
I do not even wish to hear of it.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's
consequences. What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet truth be told, I never thought I would get... Yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney grounds by now.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
Come.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help, or, I don't know, console her at the least.
Vivian gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her. I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivian will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now. Do you even intend to compete to the end? Or now that you've bound Vivian to your terms, you no longer see the need?
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivian will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
I know now the two teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonso will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a Hans of Southern out. Since that day, knights errant have guarded...
None.
If you swing your blade as deftly as you shoot, we shall win. Good luck.
It is time, gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one drops to its knee. Who virtue exhaust or lance blows unclean shall forever be branded as shameful, obscene. While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath-baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace. Let us begin! Crowd, race a ruckus! Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets. For Toussaint! For the Duchess! Attack! Attack! Now there's one rapids, though he's far from done. When all, oh me, oh my, that must have been painful. Like a thorn to the heart, only... The world's never seen a fight quite so glorious. For showing such verve, each knight was victorious. Yet at tourney's end, but one champion may reign. Today it is Palmerin, all praise to his name. Like lions, like leopards, so fierce fought his host. To them give your cheers, love, esteem utmost. Palmerin de Longfall and Gregoire de Gorgon, 2 knights of high valor shall fight to be champion. Noble seraphics shall not stand in La Belle. Though hopes he raised high, of victory short he fell.